We're here in Washington, D.C. at SNAP's Association Media and Publishing Conference for 2009. Today we are joined by Jeff Cagna and Lisa Junker, who are moderators of today's pre-conference workshop. Thanks to both of you for joining us today. Jeff, I'm going to start with you. What is your definition of innovation as it relates to association publication?
Well, Peter Drucker defined innovation as change that creates a new dimension of performance. So I think from the publication perspective, that's a pretty good starting point for a definition. And the thing that I would add to that is not just change that creates a new dimension of performance, but a new dimension of value. So when publishers are thinking about their publications, their magazines and journals as a print product, it's now about, that's not enough. We have to think of it as a digital product, a mobile product, and also as a social product.
As Twitter's gone mainstream, especially this year, what advice do you have for members who want to drive traffic to their publications using Twitter?
Go ahead.
I would say Twitter gives you two really great opportunities, and Jeff can probably come up with a couple of others as well. Both to get the word out about your content, either giving little teasers before an article appears or sending out links once an article is up. And it also gives you the chance, like we were talking about before, to engage with your readers.
Yeah, I think Lisa has that right, and I think you really, everyone who's on Twitter, and certainly publishers and whether they're magazines or journals, need to think about how to listen to members. There's so important to be listening to what people are saying on Twitter, because they're talking about issues that are relevant to the publication. They're talking about what's happening in the industry or profession, and so it's really listening is a huge part of it. And so in terms of driving traffic, I think you start by doing the things that Lisa's talking about, whether it's teasers on upcoming articles or using Twitter to engage the followers in actually creating content. But then you really get to the level of, okay, let's listen to what they're saying and pick up their insights from things, look for links and other content that might be useful for us, and it starts giving you story ideas. It starts giving you new possibilities. So it becomes really a genuinely two-way channel.
Do you think it's possible that print publications will be replaced by online magazines in the next few years?
I personally don't think so. I may be somewhat biased because I'm a print junkie myself, but I think there's a place for what people want to do when they read a print publication, which is to take it with them, to sit, mark it up, flip through it, to interact with it the way you interact with the printed page. But I think that in today's economic climate, more and more print publications probably will go online only. I think there's going to be fewer print publications, and I think the ones that remain in print will have a huge online element in that, either getting up-to-date information that you can't always get in on a print deadline, all the social media stuff we've been talking about, that all requires the online element. So I think that there's going to be, an ongoing increase in the size of the online aspect of any given print publication, but I personally don't think print will go away completely.
Never say never. I think it's possible that could happen. It may take quite a long time for that to happen. I think more likely what Lisa's describing is correct, and I think a lot of it depends also not just on how content from what are now print publications or even publications that have a digital component or electronic component, how that morphs or how that becomes mobile. And when people are legitimately doing it on a mobile device, and not just telephones, but also a Kindle or other ebook readers, those kinds of mobile devices are also a part of the conversation as well. So I think we'll see a lot more of that, and a lot more publications that maybe go direct to a mobile device or direct to a Kindle or direct to the web. But I think there's still going to be room for print, because people do like the print experience, especially with a magazine. So I think we'll see a combination of both of those things, but probably more moving towards a digital component, digital emphasis in the years ahead.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Thank you both so much for your time today.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.